Well, Danny, the end of what has been a rather tumultuous week, hasn't it? But we end it on a high with a great victory here today, don't we?
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, you just hit the nail on the head there. I mean, we've been here before, early in the season, so it's nothing new. But I thought the lads were magnificent from 1 to 11, and then the subs who came on at the end, they put their all into it, and they got the just rewards in the end.
How much did mental resilience of this, what is a special group of players, play a massive role today?
Well, they've proved that in the past with the results that they've churned out with the ongoing issues off the field and whatever that everyone's aware of. So it's just fair credit to them. It's just another tick in the box to them lads, and fair play to them. They've stuck at it today, and like I say, they've got the result and the 3 points, and hopefully it'll kick-start the season.
Does it surprise you in a way that a team who are so young have that mental resilience to react to situations in the way they have done today?
Yes and no, really. I mean, a young group, it means one thing: they're fearless and they get on with it. And you just want to work hard and learn and try and progress, and that's pretty much what we've got. We've got a few older heads in there which try and steady the ship, which they have done. God knows how many times, and even more so today, late on at the end, we were under siege for a couple of attacks here and there, and they've dug in and like I say, they've got what they deserve.
Let's look at the game. It was a great start, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, we looked at the stats and we knew that they started games slow, so we made the lads well aware that we needed to get at them from the off, and they did that. So absolutely brilliant. We're more than happy with that.
The free kick, which ultimately went in from Arthur, 9 times out of 10 it probably goes into the wall, doesn't it? You take a gamble by hitting it low, but it's a gamble which paid off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, sometimes you've got to do different things and look at things differently, and he's done that, and it's paid off. So can't thank him enough for that.
Jay Harris and David Fitzpatrick both went agonisingly close in the minutes that followed. We really were playing with no fear, were we?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we told them: go and play the conditions as well, because the pitch was dry and bobbly. So don't overpass it in your own half. Get it forward as quickly as possible and work from the front, which they did. They did fantastically well. So yeah, can't argue.
I'm guessing the half-time message was just keep going.
Yeah, it's a tricky one really, because there's no two halves of football that are ever the same. So it's always in the back of your mind that they're going to make a change, which they did, and then the game's going to potentially swing the other way. So it's just a case of keeping the feet on the ground and telling them to keep doing what they're doing. But if they need to change anything, be aware that you might just have to be a little bit ugly, turn them, get out the pitch, and just work from the front. But no, they cope with everything Cambridge threw at us, because they're not a bad outfit. And like I say, 3 points in the bag.
10 minutes or so after the second half began, we all thought that we had extended our lead, didn't we? When Fraser put the ball at the back of the net, it seemed an eternity to get that flag raised. What was your thoughts on it?
Yeah, well, I thought it was a goal from the minute it left his foot and went in. So it must have been a tight one. I said to the fourth, it surely must have been touch and go, because it took so long in that. But it's what it is. Not what you can do about it. Lads got on with it. Didn't let them affect them going forward, and they just stuck at the job in hand.
In terms of the other end of the pitch, defensively, we were resilient throughout. Just one chance really, if there wasn't your old mate Paul Lewis when he smashed the post from close range. Nail biting time that wasn't it? Yeah,
I mean, that's the problem. He is a threat. He was highlighted before the game. He does make late runs into the box, and he's a half a threat going forward. So you do have to watch out for him. They were aware of that, but luckily for us, it was the opposite side of the post.
You introduced Nathan Cameron, roughly 15 minutes left to play. Was that in a bid to protect what we had in the last stages?
I just felt the game was getting a little bit stretched, and they were going very direct and quite long. So he just shores us up, and he's been unlucky really he was left out against Port Vale for tactical reasons, and then unlucky to not get back in again today. But no, he's been magnificent for us, and he was again when he come on.
Having said that, of course, even in the last 10-15 minutes, we had chances to extend our lead even then, didn't we? Joe Ironside in particular, he went close a few times. And there was more than one opportunity to get that second and third. Yeah,
it just shows the desire and the willingness of the lads to keep going, not sit back. I mean, I told them, don't sit back, just get back on the front foot and try and attack, and they did that. They were unlucky not to score a second. We had a few breakaways, just decision making in the final third, and I think a bobble for Conor Kirby that went the keeper's way instead of his way. But that's football, and we're just got to look forward now.
Everyone knows that we've gone a short while without a win. How big is this 3 points?
Yeah, it's massive. I mean, you can't keep drawing games. I mean, it's nice not losing, but when you draw and enjoy, you just don't seem to be going anywhere. So it is nice to get those 3 points, and it gives them in there something to think about, because then they're not thinking, oh, it's another draw, it's another draw. But it's 3 points this week, and hopefully another home game next Saturday. Then they can look forward to that.
As you've alluded to, we're back at the Moss Rose next week, aren't we? Against one of your former clubs, Oldham, and we've got a great basis now, a great foundation to push on and go for back-to-back victories. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, the shift the lads put in against Port Vale was phenomenal, and then to come here and do it against a very strong outfit in Cambridge and get the 3 points, it should give them loads of confidence to going into the next home game. And
just finally, Danny, supporting the Siltmen has rarely been easy over the years, you know as well as anyone. But just how much do the players appreciate and also react to the support of everybody who's fighting for our club?
Oh, I mean, it's phenomenal. The support that the supporters have given is fantastic. I mean, the lads, well, they put a shift in today. They've put a shift in on at Port Vale, and they've been doing it all season. So the support of the fans, it just helps no end, and I can't thank them enough, really. I can't thank the staff today as well that have helped behind the scenes, because obviously with the changes and that, it's been a short turnaround, but the staff have been magnificent helping me prepare, so full credit to them. Thank you.
It's all about sticking together now, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, that's all we can do. I mean, we've done that throughout, can only keep doing it, and then when you go out on the pitch, making the right decisions and just working as hard as you possibly can.
Thanks, mate.
All right.